you so much. I appreciate it. I'm not a real comedian. I am actually an 8-year-old in disguise, otherwise known as pubic hair. Man, keep it going for Brian Bixby. That guy's fucking funny. Jesus. Good writing. Holy shit. Let's see. I think my 1-year-old niece might be a serial killer. That's pretty fun. I probably shouldn't be saying that in a televised thing, but like everyone will forget about it, you know what I mean? Like this is just her 15 minutes. She'll have 4 years to recover from this. She'll have her first murder in by 6 years old. It was my mom who figured it out, so I don't feel weird about it because it's, you know, I can't be in trouble for listening to my mom. I feel like she's got a good idea on like what a serial killer is. We've been watching Law and Order for a long period of time, so for us it's kind of like a figure out how much of it is real kind of thing. You watch those shows, even Mindhunter, and you're just like, I mean, how much? So we're gonna find out the like real time. We're gonna find out what serial killers are like growing up. It's just the way that she looks at us that I can kind of tell. It's got me a little bit of insight. I feel like anyone who watches real crime television or podcast probably is planning a covert murder. And if you're not laughing, good for you. You're keeping it up. No one knows anymore. You're still keeping it on lock. Hell yeah. Let's see. Almost got murdered the other day. Well, near manslaughter. Driving a car. They almost run into me going through a stop sign. And I'm kind of like locked there because the traffic just kind of like locked up. So I'm like stuck in this weird stare with this dude who does like the, you know, like the wave. You know, the wave, the like, hi, I almost killed you. Let's move on with our lives. You know what I mean? And I was realizing there's no other time in the world where you get to commit a near manslaughter and put the hand up. You know what I mean? You can't nearly kill anyone and put the hand up unless you're in a car. If you've got, I think the space is what does it. I think it's the glass. The glass is like the buffer between you and the person where you get to say, get the fuck over yourself. It's just murder. It's just your life. You can't be caught cheating on your wife and just be like, you know, like close the door. You know what I mean? Like that doesn't work. You gotta talk it out. That's a pain in the ass. But if you have glass there, like maybe if you put glass around your bed and you had like a car bed, you know what I mean? Like so maybe do the car bed. Go Portland. Let's see. I feel like there's two different types of first grade art teachers. Those who put up their kids' shitty art on their mantle, and those who put up their own shitty art up on their mantle. I don't think there's anything in between. I think there's just the two. I've only had one first grade teacher. I'm just kidding. I've had two. I had two. Let's be real. What else do I got? I feel like a lot of parents have been like really slacking on their meme and Instagram because they have kids. I don't like it. I don't like parents who are funny changing from being funny to just having kids. Like you should do both. If you can't do both, get rid of your kid. You know what I mean? I'm bored. Help me out. Get to work. I feel like we should change abortion so it's just like anyone between 3 and 25 is cool. You know what I mean? And then like, because you don't need them at that point. They're really just a nuisance. Like you should be able to just go back on it and be like, I did it for 3 years. I tried it. Like they're an asshole. Like really, you should know. I don't really feel that way. Probably 5. Give them 5 years. That's a good cutoff time. I had my car broken into recently. That was fun. Got a couple notebooks taken, an iPad. That was great because finally someone's going to read my poetry. You know what I mean? So I left my business card in the back seat in case they wanted to see any updated drafts. You know what I mean? See if the website's finally coming along. New edits. Let's see. I have a weird relationship with Central America, and that's not just because I eat so much Chipotle. I know, okay, actually that is just because I eat too much Chipotle. Yeah. Let's see. This is great. I'm doing so good right now. My mom's gonna love this. My roommates are trying to get me laid, which is fun. I don't really give a shit at this point. They're just like really trying to live vicariously through me because they're like in a relationship and they're hitting that time where they're, you know, in love, but like not like animals anymore, so they want me to be that instead for them. But I don't want to. I don't really care. They're like always guilting me. I'm like not sleeping with people, which is a weird thing. So I get to the point where I just come in the house and I bought a pair of heels and I just clack them on the ground a few times, and I make like a high pitched squeal, like to the best of my ability. I mean, it's not good. Like, that's why I call it a squeal. And then I go to my room and I shake the bed for like 30 seconds because they don't have high expectations. You know what I mean? So like, it's just like an easy fix there. It's getting exhausting, honestly. Like the whole charade. I gotta like pretend like I'm out later, so I just sit on the front stoop for a while. I feel like I'm like some movie with Drew Barrymore waiting for her to come home or something. Let's see. I got some questions about pregnancy porn videos. Does the kid get residual checks? Do they get something later on down the line? Because if he swallows, you know, does he have to pay for stem cell research?
Right.
If she swallows, does she take different prenatals that day? I'm not sure. These are all medical concerns. I'm not a doctor. I'm just Jewish. Let's see. 1 minute on the clock. Dumb ideas. You can stare at a dog too long. You can stare at a dog too long, and you know because the owners stare back. That's what it's way longer than staring at a baby too long. The same reaction, longer time. But I feel like they're nearsighted, you know what I mean? Because the thing they're thinking in their head is, that's my dog. But I'm going to get that dog. You know what I mean? So that's their problem. Sounds like a personal issue.